Hey, welcome back. We are breaking down yet another recent verbal commitment. It's been a busy week, folks, and it will continue to stay busy on the recruiting front. My previous video on Chenille Green out of Carmel, went in a little bit of detail of why we're seeing all this flurry of activity, and certainly one of the schools involved is Northern Illinois, and I think over the next week or two we could continue to see the Huskies land a few more verbal commits. But the young man we're going to break down today, Jyran Mitchell, um, plays quarterback. We have him listed in the database as a quarterback, but really an athlete type of prospect out of Rich Central. Committed to the Huskies a night or so ago. Landed an offer on last Saturday. Rich Central was at the Huskies 7-on-7. NIU had a chance to see him live. Now, Jyran plays quarterback, but was also able to run some routes, do some things at receiver, which NIU ended up offering him and recruiting him and taking the commitment as a wide receiver for Jyran. So, again, great size kid, 6 foot, about 185, 190 pounds, really, really good speed. This kid's got major league speed and quicks and really all the tools, all the raw ability to wind up being a really good receiver for NIU down the road. He is the younger brother. The reason I do Jyran so well is he's the younger brother of Sean Mitchell, who also went to Rich Central, played for the Olympians, and ended up, I know he was at a few schools. He started at SIU and ironically played for Steve Crutchley, who was a wide receiver coach at Southern, who is now going to be Jyran's wide receiver coach at Northern. So again, a small world there, but again, very similar. I think Jyran might be a little bit bigger, a little bit. I'm sure I'll hear if that's not the case, but again, a very just kind of all around talented athlete with speed. Again, going to be a little bit raw in the receiver aspect. Going to have to work on his game and work on some of his receiver skills, but that will come. You can't coach Jyran's kind of speed and athletic ability, and that's what really stood out. And Jyran's the kind of kid that, if you look back to 2-3 years ago when NIU was really winning big and going to big time bowl games, kids like Jyran Mitchell are the kids that Northern was able to wrap up. Maybe the guys that didn't come from really huge, high-profile programs. I mean, a prime example is a school like Romeoville that Northern just seemed like every year they were pulling a great athlete out of Romeoville. That has continued to this day, and then Jyran Mitchell, I think, is that same caliber of kid that he certainly hasn't even come close to his potential and really could develop and become a very good player at Northern Illinois. So I'm really excited about Jyran Mitchell. I have been since I had a chance to see him live, and again, I would rank him as a potential low to mid 3-star kid down the line. And I know how people kind of love to fade the Huskies and the MAC, but it's a young man that if he continues to stay on track and continue to work hard, he has a chance, I think, to wind up being a nice addition and a potential impact player down the road for the Huskies. So again, well done by Rod Carey and his staff, doing a nice job in state. But I think we're going to see more. I think we're going to see a handful more for NIU, especially in state over the next few weeks. But again, Jyran Mitchell, nicely done, Huskies, nicely done. Stay tuned, more coming your way.